Uh, Hello guys. So this is going to be a quick a recap on this trade here, and as you can see, it's a new broker. It's well trade, and we have finally managed to settle in on this thing here, which is well trade. And my honest review, I would say, is a good broker, and so far so good. I don't have any complaints so far. I would say it's a good broker according to what I say. Okay. So this is going to be a quick recap on how we managed to catch this trade here. So I might share some things here, but just know that some things are for like premium members, those who manage to pay for mentorship. Okay. So number one thing is, guys, like I always mention, like I always say, the very first thing that you need to know as a trader is where is price going each and every time. So having this on my daily time frame, I was like, the reason why I was looking for buying opportunities, I was like, okay, price is just tagged this, I don't know. Yeah, we do have a daily gap here. And this daily gap being tagged, I wanted to see price push to the upside towards that external high. Okay. So this was this fair value gap getting tagged, and this fair value gap getting tagged. I knew very well that price is gonna go for this high here. So what I did is I had to switch to 1 hour. And on my 1 hour time frame, I was looking for a setup that is aligning with my daily time frame. Okay. So this thing here represents what? It represents my daily fair value gap. This thing here, these two lines, they represent my daily gap. So what happened here is one, price tagged that daily fair value gap. And once that fair value gap was tagged, we had this stop hunt here. I'm going to delete. We had this stop hunt on our 1 hour time frame. And after having the stop hunt on our 1 hour time frame, we had price taking out this high, right? So this high being taken as an indication that we have now entered buy side of the cap, because as we are tracing back, or as we are returning back to our daily fair value gap, we were on sell side of the cap. I wanted to show you something here. I don't know if I'm gonna ban you. Okay. Now I can't see the cap thing. I wanted a cap. Okay, it's here. Okay, let me use an arrow. So as we are retracing back to our daily fair value gap, price was on sell side of the cap. Why am I saying that? It's because as we are retracing back to our daily gap, price was respecting bearish PDR range. One, this bullish fair value gap here failing to hold price to the upside was an indication that price is willing to go to the downside, which is our daily gap. And then again, we had this gap here being respected. I don't know if this one was tagged or not, but let's say we have this order block here getting respected. So this was an indication that price was bearish as we are tracing back to our daily gap. And the moment we tag our daily gap, what happened? We saw price taking out this high. So this high being taken was an indication that price is willing to push to the upside. And this was a high which we were targeting, or on our far left, we do have like this one here. Okay. This is a high that we were targeting. And one, price having this thing here, I was like, okay, now I need to know my premium and discount. I need to know my dealing range. So my focus was on this thing here. So on this thing here, there's what we call a dealing range. And having this as a dealing range, I was like, okay, I want to see price retracing to at least 50% or equilibrium of this thing here, of this leg. So once price went for 0.5 for equilibrium of this leg here, I was like, okay, what do we have on our discounted zone? which is below equilibrium. There was this fair value gap here, which is a 1 hour gap. There was this fair value gap here, which is what? Our 1 hour fair value gap. And number one thing that you need to understand, guys, is how price moves, the stages of price. So I'm going to share something here. Every time when you see a consolidation, like this thing here is a consolidation, okay? So this thing here being a consolidation, we know very well that from a consolidation, we cannot reverse. That is what, that is something that you need to learn about. It's interbank price delivery algorithm. You can go and research about that and learn. Okay, so this was a consolidation. The fact that we had this consolidation here, I was like, okay, only two things can happen here. It's either we have a fake move into discounted level of this dealing range, or we have an expansion. So what happened here is, one, price acted like it's reversing from this consolidation. So price acting like it's reversing from this consolidation here, I was like, okay, can we reverse from a consolidation? No, we cannot. What is happening here? Price was retracing to discounted levels of this dealing range. And at our discounted level, we had this fair value gap here. So this fair value gap was tagged. So this fair value gap getting tagged, number one thing is, within this dealing range, I need to look for order pairing. Yes, I need to look for order pairing. And I know that you are asking yourself, what is order pairing? What is order pairing? I'm not going to tell you what order pairing is. Go and research about that. I'm just giving you our concepts, and my students are going to kill me for this. But just know that you need to look for order pairing within this key level, okay? So one, I need to drop to a lower time frame to look for my entry. And on my lower time frame, one, this is a discounted level, remember. And I realized that, okay, this low was taken. So this low taken means price collected what? Price collected sell stops. Below this low here, we have sell stops. We have stop losses of other traders. And again, a lot of things are going to happen below this low here. Number one thing is, you need to think outside of the box. One, what are other traders thinking? That is very, very important. That is something that you need to know. What are other traders thinking the moment we take out this low? One, someone is going to say, this low being taken, we have what you call a breakout. If you are saying this is a breakout, then Warren, I'm going to sell this low. That is what someone else is thinking. Okay? Someone else is thinking, Warren, below this low here, the moment we go below this low here, we have a breakout. So I'm going to look for selling opportunities. Someone out there was thinking, oh, I do have this order block here, and his stop loss was hit. Someone bought down here, and he was like, okay, let me put my stop loss below this low. Putting his stop loss below this low means there's liquidity resting below this low. So this low being taken means we have, our price did a lot of damage. Someone was selling, someone got his stop loss here, blah, 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 blah. And what happened is, the moment we took the daily fair value gap, what happened? We saw price taking out this high here. I'm sharing this for free. We had this break of market structure here, which is something that happened on daily time frame as we were switching direction. As we were retracing back to this daily gap, we were on, as we were retracing back to this 1 hour gap, we were on sell side of the curve, right? The moment we take out this high, after hitting a higher time frame key level, that is an indication that we have now entered what? New side of the curve, which is buy side of the curve. So if we enter buy side of the curve, then it simply means we are going to look for what? For buying opportunities up until we take out this high here. This is a high which we were targeting. So we expect to see bullish PDRAs holding price up until we take out this high. So we had this break of structure. After this break of structure here, 1, 2 consecutive candles. These 2 consecutive candles were responsible for what? For this sell side page. So the moment we close above these 2 consecutive candles, we have what we call change in state of delivery order block. So the moment we retrace back into our change in state of delivery order block, we look for buying opportunities. That is why we had our entry here. Where's that? That is why we had our entry, but we did enter on this order block here. It was here, top loss here, and our take profit was above these relatively equal highs. And price managed to go for this high. So that is that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and kindly note that there's change in mentorship pricing. Mentorship is now available at 100 USD. Signals and account management remain the same. Only mentorship rate changes. So thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.